Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. This is PedrozaTravel, not Sea Lake Journeys, here in the house for the Saturday Stroll. We had some change of timing today, but the Saturday Stroll is going on. So you are live with John Pedroza with PedrozaTravel. Thank you, everybody who's come into the show. I know it was a last minute change, but it will still be a fun show today. Gotta say the shout outs for today. We have GGM Crates in the house leading off our wonderful playlist and scheduling for us today. Who else do we have in the chat today? I see my backup buddy. Thank you for backing me up. It's Eddie Lugo in the house. Thank you for coming in. I need to do my applause meter here. Let's see. Can I find my applause? There's my applause. Thank you so much for coming in. Let's see who else is in the house today as we go on our Saturday stroll. We have the Z Show Cruise Fun. Hey, Z Man's in the house. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in the house. We're glad to see you all here for a wonderful hour of travel news and travel videos as we travel around the world together and join our little community. Thank you so much for coming in the house. Who else do we have out in the house? We got Eddie Lugo's talking. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, we got Sherry Awesome is in the house. She is going to be our first video today. Welcome in, Sherry Awesome Sunset Travel. She is our first video today. Let's see, what is she doing? She is going to be taking us over to the Disney Festival Fantasy Parade featuring Beauty and the Beast, Mickey and Minnie Mouse. The whole gang is going to be there, so you do not want to miss Sherry's video right after this. And if Eddie's there, maybe he can link up because that's going to be our first video for today. So thank you so much, Sherry, for coming in. Who else do we have? We have Alyssa's Adventure and Cruising. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome to the Pedroza Travel Show. Welcome to the Saturday Stroll. This is the show when we talk about the upcoming travels for the week of April the 30th, the last day of the month in April, and what in April it has been. I don't know how it is out in your area of the woods, but it has been crazy weather out here. The weather has just been out of this world. One day we are getting jackets on, and the next day it's 90 degrees out here in California. It's been crazy weather here in April. Usually the crazy weather is in March, but for some reason now it's in April. I really don't know what May is going to bring. They say April showers brings May flowers, and I'm hoping that's true. Actually, I saw a bunch of flowers today as I was out on location today. I just got back. Let's see who else we have in the house. We have Danny D, the super supporter. Thank you for coming in. It is good to see you too in the house as we are here welcoming everybody in. Let's see what else we got. I'm way behind on chat, but that's just the way it's gonna be. I got yeah, this today's show is going to be a kind of a short show. It's a kind of short notice. But hey, we just roll with it here because if you're going to be a successful traveler, that's what successful travelers do. Successful travelers, they go out and they will just roll with the flow. That is my number one tip. If you are going to be a traveler, just know that you need to be flexible because if you're not flexible out there, you definitely are not going to be a good traveler. And I want you to be a great traveler. So make sure that you go out there and travel as much as you. And then I am Betty J. Gathers. Thank you so much for coming in, Betty J. Gathers. Thank you so much. We're grateful to have you in the house talking about everything travel related today on the show. We got lots of people in the house. This is great. Lots of people saying hello to each other. Yes, Benny J, I am glad you found me too. It is and I need to turn off the sample sticker. I have yeah, that's what happens. You have a sample sticker, but here, I'll create a new one. And if you put in this into the house, this is my special gift to everybody who's in there. If you put in hashtag drop link, I like to share everybody out. Let's see if I can create this banner link here. I do right to left. My banner link's not working today. But if you type in drop link in the chat right now. You can share out your travel as well because I'd like everybody to be able to connect with everybody else. Hashtag drop link is what you want to do to share and learn. And maybe you'll find a few more good channels out there that you'll be interested in as well. Lots of hellos out there, lots of hellos. Hey, it's Michelin Doll is in the house. Thank you so much for coming. We're happy to have you in the house today as we go through the Saturday stroll. Thank you for coming in. All the way from Australia, I believe. Let's see. Yep, I was right. All the way from Australia is coming in. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you had some storms roll in. Yeah, I know out in Arizona they have some, I think they call them typhoons that they have. And what they do is those storms come through and they come through like really fast, really strong, and then they're gone like in an hour. And the same thing happens in Florida, I noticed. Like Florida in the summertime, it's hot and sticky because they'll have these showers that come by at like 4 o'clock and they just come down, boom. And okay, I think I saw it there by another person in the house. I think it's Scrow's Nest who just said that they are monsoons. I think that's the right tune. And welcome in Scrow's Nest into the house. Nice to have you here on the show. Welcome to the Saturday Stroll being hosted by yours truly, John Pedroza from PedrozaTravel, where every week we give you a new travel adventure. And I am also in the stroll today. I will be talking about part 2 of my adventure to the Cabot Pueblo Outside Tour. So last week I showed you kind of a quirky home. It was called the Desert Hot Springs Cabot Pueblo by Cabot Yerxa. But today we're going to take you on the outside part. So we'll learn about the desert flowers out there. We'll look at some crazy sculptures out there and also what it would have been like to visit the desert and be part of an arts colony back in the late 1800s. So you're not going to want to miss that one. That's today's video of the week, travel video of the week from me today. So you will not want to miss that one today. So please, after Sherry Awesome, join again my channel as we travel out to the desert, to Desert Hot Springs one more time to show you the outside of the Cabot Pueblo. You won't want to miss it. If you are any type of an artist out there or artists want to be, please do. Oh, and then we have our treasured home is in the house. Thank you so much for coming into the show. Yes, we are happy to have you on the show today, and everyone is happy to have you too as well. Oh, somebody saw that Cruise Vet Adventures I didn't see Cruise Vet Adventures, but if you're out there, I'll give you an applause too. So thank you for coming along too, Cruise Vet Adventures. Everybody gets a round of applause here on the PedrozaTravel Show because that's about all I can afford in the budget. That's just how it goes. You gotta go with what's in the budget. Hey, it's Alice Lubin. Lugo, thank you for coming in. Even though I think you're just down the hallway, we're grateful to have you. Thank you for being in the show. Everybody who comes in, it means the world to me that you're watching the show. And I'm very grateful for that you're there. Hey, and it's Mitchy Boo, another Australian in the house. Thank you for coming in. We have a couple of people, it sounds like, here from Australia to be. I think that's great. Thank you for coming from all over the place today. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Don't forget, it is hashtag drop link. Hashtag drop link will drop your link into the channel. So that's what you want to do if you want to network. And I do encourage people to network on this channel. This is all about what this show is about. The show is about supporting others and getting hyped up for another awesome week of travel related adventures. That's what we're doing this show for. We want to be hyped up so that we know what kind of cool adventures are out there, because if you're here, you're kind of travel related. Yes, it was monsoons. Thank you so much, Crow's Nest. It was monsoon. Yes, and please don't forget to hit the like and comment, chat. Every chat counts here. I think I see 96 comments out there. That is awesome. Thank you so much. It really helps me out. And I see the first. This is like everybody was saying hello to you, Cruise Adventures, but I didn't see your comment until now. But I'm glad you're in the house. I finally saw one of your comments there. Hey, and we have the Bullock Experience here. Thank you for coming in, the Bullock Experience. We're grateful to have you here on the show today. Um, and so, after my video today, we will be going over to Osceola. Is that how you pronounce it? Osceola? Or is it Osceola? I think it's Osceola, which is in Florida. And we will be going to the Osceola Welcome Center and History Museum in Florida with J&N Travels. And so, if J&N Travels, after we go see the Pueblo in the desert, we're going back over to Florida to see some Florida history at the Osceola Welcome Center. So please make sure you stay on for that show. Thank you so much, Michelin Doll. I appreciate you catching the live. This is not a normal hour for me on live shows, but hey, well, normally I'm here on 4 o'clock, which is 1 hour from now on Sunday. So if you like this show, you can come back on 4. And yeah, that is definitely what happens here in Florida in the summer, almost like clockwork. Yeah, I noticed every time that I go to Florida at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it just rains. But I don't worry about it. This is a good tip, especially if you're going to like Disneyland. Everybody will all the tourists will flee away. They'll try to leave the theme park or whatever where you're going. But just stay put. If you have an umbrella, just stay put for an hour. And in an hour, I guarantee you, that rainstorm in Florida will go away, and then you might even have the whole park to yourself. And it's a great time to jump into the lines, especially at a place like Disney World, because the lines will be smaller at that time. So that's my tip of the day. If you're going to Disneyland in the summertime, wait until you get right after the rain. And then I see it's VS Speaks Royalty. Thank you so much, Royally, for following all your news about the Royals out there. And boy, is there a lot of news about the Royals these days. Wow, whew. They are some active people. I am glad I am not part of the British royalty. That is just too much for me. Oh man, I couldn't imagine being in this spot where you have all these people that are looking on every word you say, and every word that you say is scripted, which is also kind of weird. Lots of hellos in the house. Hey, we have Travel Adventures with Eric B. Welcome into the house. And if I remember right, you had a videotape. Oh, you are going to take us back to Louisiana today. Travel Adventures with Eric B. will be taking us to art, food, and music on a Louisiana Saturday night in Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge being the capital of Louisiana. I have been there to Baton Rouge, and Baton Rouge is a wonderful place to be. There are some very interesting things to see. I remember last time I was in Baton Rouge, I really enjoyed the Louisiana State History Museum. And inside the Louisiana State History Museum, I remember there was this great exhibit on music there. And wow, there is so many music styles that have originated from Louisiana. So I'm excited to see your show today, Eric B, because I'm hoping that you showcase some of those interesting music like you have. It's not just what you hear from New Orleans and the New Orleans band, although that is a style, New Orleans band style, but there's Zydeco, there's hillbilly music, there's Zydeco, so many interesting music out there from Louisiana, and I hope you showcase that. I'm looking forward to your video. Let's see, anybody else? Lots of hellos in the house. Sorry, I'm a little bit far behind. I'm glad your phone is catching up on you, GGM Grace. There's lots of catching up to do on this show. Lots of catching up. Make sure when you put the drop link that you put it together. It's drop link and it's all one word. So hashtag drop link, all one word. That will make it stick. So do hashtag drop link to make your link stick, just like this one. The one, watch it go across the channel there, scroll across the channel. Drop link, all one word, to get and share your channel out today as we talk about the travel adventures that we've had. And if you'd like to be part of the Saturday Stroll, I'm hoping that either GGM Creates or Eddie Lugo Studios that you will put out the application. If you go over to GGM Creates profile, I know if you go to her profile and you go to About, you will see how you can sign up and you can be part of this stroll too. And we will be talking about your video. What do you think about that? That's just good. Yeah, so go over to GGM Crates. And then I see Growing What I Eat. Thank you for coming over today. Thank you for coming in the chat. We have a lot of homesteaders. I've been getting into this thing lately where I've been getting into homesteaders. I don't know, for me, I have kind of a black thumb. And so I don't really do well with gardening, but I love watching all these channels that grow stuff because I'm getting all sorts of good ideas. I'm trying to get up to the level where I buy a 5-gallon bucket and then I want to put some plants and flowers in a 5-gallon bucket and we'll see if that works. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to try. So we'll see if that works. But thank you so much for coming in. And yes, like that. We got it. All together. Drop link. That's what you want to do. Thank you, Miss Sandal. I hope you get lots of people coming. Hey, and it's Keisha H is in the house. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday. Stroll, scroll, whatever you want to call it. We're here and we're talking about travel videos today. We have, let's see, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 wonderful Saturday Stroll videos. And if you want to know how to watch all of them, or if by the way it works is there should be a pinned comment in this. Yes, if you go to the pinned comment by Eddie Lugo, it'll show you what tonight's first video is. And then after that, if you get lost, all you have to do is navigate the tags that Eddie Lugo was talking about. So if you go to that playlist that Eddie Lugo just put down, that will give you all the videos in case you get lost or you want to go back. Like say you want to go back to one video, that's the way to do it. Thank you so much, Eddie Lugo, for showing that out on the playlist because that's how you're going to want to navigate. So the next video that we do today, you will go directly to the one that's pinned up at the top, which says tonight's first video, all in caps. But if you get lost today, there's always the playlist. And if you click on the playlist, you can go back and learn more about those videos, or maybe you just don't have time to watch them all now. There's always the replay. There's always the replay. And that's what I love about doing long form videos. I like to help out on live streams when I can, but I'm really more of a long form video person. I just think that's an easier way on how to do that. And I see that GGM Creates just put out her link as well. So like I said, if you go to GGM channel and you go to her about section, you will see the form. There is what they call a Friday raid, and there is the Saturday stroll. And yes, thank you so much, Growing What I Eat. Yes, don't forget to hit the thumbs up like he just did. Just remember, we all need a reminder. I probably need a thumbs up my own video today. I kind of like rushed into the fray today and I didn't like my own video. If anybody's going to like my own video, it's going to be me. So I'm going to be number 18 for today. But we got lots of people in the chat today. So please, by all means, please thumbs up and like this show. We are grateful for everything that you do. Yeah, if I don't like my own show, who do I complain to, Eddie Lugo? Who do I complain to if I don't like my own show? Can somebody let me know? I don't know. Oh, we just do what we can, right? Anyways, so let's talk about some of the things else. What else can we talk about today? So thank you. Like and share, like and share. So we're just talking about the Saturday stroll, and I'm going to see if I can showcase this really quick. I'm going to share my screen here. And so this is what happens if you go over to the Saturday stroll. If you go over to the Saturday stroll, you're going to see this list. The first one will be this live stream, which you're watching right now. And then after that, we will be going, like I said, to Sherry's Awesome Sunset Travel, where we will see that we will be watching the Disney Festival Fantasy Parade. I'm not sure if I've seen that one. I've seen lots of them. Lately, Disney's been doing like these little floats instead of a full parade. So I wonder, is this a full parade? If that's a full parade, that's cool. because they've been doing like these little floats instead of a full parade. Um, but that's and it's going to feature Beauty and the Beast, Mickey, and Minnie Mouse. And then after that, we are going to travel over to Desert Hot Springs, California, to do an outside tour of the Cabot Pueblo Outside Tour. The Cabot Pueblo is a fascinating building built out in the desert, basically out of dirt, out of the mountainside. And he meant it to be like an artist colony. And so it's kind of interesting to explore some of those ruins out there and see what it was like. And then after that, assuming that the weather has cleared up in Florida, which I'm hoping it has, we will be going to Osceola, Florida, to the Welcome Center and History Museum with J&N Travels, and we're going to learn a little bit about Florida history, I think, out there. And then to wrap up our stroll today, we will be going to the Art, Food, and Music Festival on a Louisiana Saturday night in Baton Rouge with Travel Adventures with Eric B. And we're going to learn I hope we learn all about the music scene. I really love the music scene, like I said, in Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge being the capital of Louisiana. And Baton Rouge has such an interesting Capitol building, too. I remember when I was in Baton Rouge, I have this goal where I want to visit all the capitals of North America. And so I didn't add the screen. I was talking about it the whole time and I didn't add the screen. That's funny. So here's the travel list. Now that you can see the travel list with me. Oh, we have Destination Fun is in the house. Thank you for coming. You are watching the Pedroza Travel Show featuring the Saturday Stroll. Or is it the Saturday Stroll featuring Pedroza Travel? I think that sounds better. I think it's the Saturday Stroll featuring the Pedroza Travel Show. If it's not, we'll make it up as we go along because that's how we go. Thank you for coming in the show. Yeah, we're talking about all things that we can talk about. Let's see. We have our wonderful lineup for today where we go to the Disney Festival Fantasy Parade, followed by the Cabot Pueblo Outside Desert Museum. Then we go to the Osceola Welcome Center. And then we go out. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, Travel Adventures with Eric B is saying that he has both the old and the new Capitol buildings in Baton Rouge. Okay. I am interested in seeing that one. So, look forward to a new video. I'm challenging you out right now, Eric B. I expect to see a video of the old and the new state capitol. When I went to the state capitol building in Louisiana, it was kind of during the COVID time, and so they didn't have it open. And so all I got to do at the time was I went to the outside of the building and I went to the steps. And it's kind of cool. On the steps of the Baton Rouge Capitol, well, the Louisiana Capitol, they have all the states there. And then there was this group of people there, and they heard that I was from California, and they decided they were going to pray with me. So I did a prayer on the steps of the state capitol in Louisiana, so that was kind of interesting. And then here is the Osceola Welcome Center video, and then we're going to finish it out with the art, food, and music with a night in Baton Rouge. So it's going to be an interesting travel night today. So, yes, the challenge has been given. Hopefully. Okay. He says he already has it. Yeah, not the last video. I'm with DGM. Not the last one from like a year ago. I want a new one. Travel Adventures with Eric B. I want to see what's now going on at the state capitol. Not an old one. Okay. Eddie Lugo's making an announcement. Says, hello, Alice Adventures closing new group cruise on August 28th, 2024. Carnival of Paradise, Tampa, Florida. Okay. So who do we book with, Eddie Lugo? Who do we book with if we want that cruise on August 28th, 2024? Who's the booking agent? Or do we have a booking agent? Or do we just like book on our own? So, I don't know. Let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. April 28th. I got to look at my phone. If I look at my phone for April 28th, looking at my handy dandy phone here. LOL. Is Mercury retrograde? LOL. I feel like my tongue is tied and I'm not even speaking. Well, if it's any condolence, GGM greats, I am the one speaking and my tongue is very tied today. Okay. And Eddie Lugo is saying, if you'd like to go on this one in October, you can book with Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com for October. Okay. Yes, I'm expecting it now. Travel Adventures with Eric B. He says, I'm planning to do a Baton Rouge video with both capitals in it coming soon. Okay, good deal, good deal. We're expecting it to come very soon. Well, yeah, so there's lots to look forward to. Unfortunately, I didn't plan for some news today, but let's see what other things are going on the books. So I'm looking at my calendar for the next couple of weeks, and I just got back. Oh, thank you, Miss Lindahl. Yes, we got to get this going, get the video going. We're trying our best to get the videos going for today and doing what we can to promote out the Saturday Stroll here with us. We're promoting the Saturday Stroll coming to you live starting at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think it's like 7 a.m. Filipino time if you're from the Philippines. I don't think anybody from the Philippines is here today. Okay, more travel meetups coming up. So, on the agenda today, August 3rd through the 8th, 2023, is the Smoky Mountain Meetup. Okay, and where is the Smoky Mountain Meetup? Like, what city is it exactly in? Sherry Awesome said Travel. I'm not aware of the Smoky Mountain Meetup. I know where the Smoky Mountains are, which is the East Coast, but I don't know that. And then Booze Cruise 2.0 Paradox in Paradise. Okay. And we will be expecting a Facebook group coming from Eddie Lugo Studios. Eddie Lugo Studios is, so look for that one coming up as we're going to be talking about cruising. Sounds like a lot of cruising is going to go down in October. October is kind of a good time. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What time is it in Australia right now? Okay. I don't know what time it is in Australia right now, but Australia is pretty big, so I'm going to guess that there's more than one time zone. And then we have Tuber Chats in the house. Welcome, Tuber Chats. This is a first for you. A first. On the first time that you ever come, it figures the first time Tuber Chat comes to the house is the time that we did a pop-up. This is a pop-up live for us, but thank you, Kevin, for coming in. We are so happy to have you. We are talking live on the Pedroza Travel channel. We're talking about the Saturday Stroll as we stroll through and we learn about 4 different travel-related videos in the next hour. As in the next hour between 4 and 5, we will be talking about so many different travel shows. Again, we will be going first to Disney World to feature the Disney's Festival of Fantasy Parade. Next, we will be going to Desert Hot Springs here in California, then to Osceola Welcome Center in Florida, and then finally to the Arts, Food, and Music in Louisiana for a historical night in Baton Rouge with Travel Adventures with Eric B. You won't want to miss it. Lots of good travel. Okay, so the meetup is officially in Gatlinburg. And is Gatlinburg, I don't know what state that is. What state is Gatlinburg? I need so much more information. Is that in Pennsylvania, Gatlinburg? I don't even know where Gatlinburg is. I better learn where Gatlinburg, if I'm going to do a meetup there, I better learn where Gatlinburg is. I'm not exactly sure I know where that is. So please let me know in the comments down below. Where is Gatlinburg? Because I'm not sure. Hello, Kevin. Lots of people in the house. Hey, and then we have Scratch and Pete. Scratch and Pete, welcome in, welcome in. We're happy to have you here on the Saturday Stroll, talking about travel-related news, travel-related meetups, travel-related cruises. There's all sorts of travel items interested here. If you want to learn more about travel and be part of the travel community, this is the place to be right here on the Pedroza Travel Show, because we'll hook you up right here and you'll learn all sorts of things about cruising and about what you need to do. And then we see some more. Oh, okay, it's Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Okay, is that where? Is Gatlinburg, Tennessee? Is that where they have like all the rides and stuff? I've heard of this place in Tennessee. Maybe it's Gatlinburg, where they have like rides, and there's like this dark room ride that is called Earthquake. I heard of this ride called Earthquake. It's not like the Earthquake ride here in California, but they have like this train kind of ride in Tennessee, and I think it might be Gatlinburg. And I think they also have a tower there. Is that the same Gatlinburg? Is that what we're talking about? Is it that one? Because if it is, I'm really interested because I really want to go on that earthquake ride. I've heard that there's an earthquake ride, and I gotta look it up. Is is Gatlinburg where the earthquake ride is? I don't even know. Ride Tennessee. Yes, it is. It is. If I share my screen with you, let me stop this one for a second. Let me share my screen with you. And so, yeah, it is. I have heard of Gatlinburg. So, Gatlinburg is home of this really cool ride that's called Earthquake the Ride. And it's kind of a knockoff of the ride that we have here at Universal Studios here in California, the real Universal Studios. And so, yeah, I might actually show up to this meetup coming up in October because I really want. I've heard some crazy stories about Earthquake the Ride. It is crazy. So, Earthquake the Ride is like this dark room ride that you go on this train, and then there's an earthquake, and then pandemonium sets out, and somehow King Kong gets involved. I don't know, but that's what I've heard about it. It's a crazy ride in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So yeah, okay. Um, and then Travel Adventures with Eric B says, I'll be on a group cruise by Beach Please and Adventure Head on October on the Carnival celebration. Okay. And so if we want to go on that group cruise, do we go with Beach Please? Is that who we're going to go with, Eric? Let me know, Eric, in the comments below. So many group cruises. Sounds like, um, yeah, Northeast Tennessee. No, I have heard of Gatlin because of Earthquake the Ride. And they also have other things there. I hear like there's a lot of singers there, kind of an entertainment place. And then I've heard that they have an observation tower ride that you can go on. So, yeah, okay, so there's lots of group cruising. Yes, going out there. There's a group cruise in October 2024. And then make sure that people connect and grow because that's what we're all about in this channel. We're all about learning and growing and finding out more about, yes, Cherry Awesome Sunset Travel. I have heard a lot. I didn't realize it was Gatlinburg, Tennessee, but yeah, now that I've learned, now that I've associated the two places, yeah, I have heard of Gatlinburg, Tennessee and Pigeon Forge. And they're all independent rides. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they also have like upside down houses and mazes and stuff like that there. Okay. Eddie Lugo says, awesome city Gatlinburg is. Yeah, King Kong. You know, we used to have a King Kong here in California. It was part of our studio tour. So you'd go on the studio tour here, and there would be the King Kong ride here in California. But what happened was there was a fire on the set because they use actual fire on this set, and it caught on fire. And so King Kong no longer lives in California. We evicted him. He couldn't pay the rent. The rent was too high. So I guess now King Kong is living on in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and that's what happened because he got evicted from California because he couldn't pay the rent. Um, yes, it's probably Sunday already over there. Australia is one day ahead of us, GGM Creates. So, yeah, Australia is probably ahead. And then Travel Adventure with Eric B says we need to contact Betty from Beach Please. Yes. Oh, Dollywood is out there too. Oh, I've heard great things about Dollywood. I really want one of these days. I'm definitely going to go out to Dollywood because out in Dollywood, they have a lot of interesting rides as well. First of all, I hear that in Dollywood they have a recreation of her cabin that you can go visit, and you can go visit her tour bus, and they have like a roller coaster ride called the Firehouse or something like that. And I really want to go on that one. I hear that the Firehouse Dark Room ride, it's like a dark room roller coaster ride about these firemen who try to extinguish this flaming house, and I hear it's really cool. Otherwise, yeah, so Dollywood is definitely on my list of places to go. Um, yeah, don't remember. Thank you for the thumbs up, Scratch and Pete. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate anything that you can do for the channel. We have changed it up, Destination Fun. It used to be exclamation mark drop link, but now it is hashtag. I figured hashtag was easier. So if you'd like to share your channel out, put in hashtag drop link, and that will share out your channel. Let's see what else, other comments we got going on here today. Travel Adventures with Eric B. Cool, Eddie. Where does our October 24th cruise leave from? Okay, I don't know. Where does it leave from? I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, there you go. Hashtag drop link on that. Okay, so apparently we are leaving from Tampa, and we're going to Key West, Montego Bay, and the Grand Cayman. Okay, there you go, folks. The cruise itinerary has been set. We are going to leave from Tampa, and we're going to go to Key West, Montego Bay, Grand Canyon. Should be fun. I haven't yet to sail out of the East Coast yet, so I need to look into that. So that's coming up in October. Yeah, that sounds like pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Like, make sure, because when you hear the horn, it's time to roll on up because embarkation is going to happen. Okay, thank you so much for coming into the show today. We're going to be rolling along soon. We will be, after this show is over, make sure to stop by on the Saturday Stroll list as we stroll on through 4 fabulous videos today to show on the Saturday Stroll as we learn from each other and grow and get to know each other's travel adventures. That's what we want to do today, is we want to make sure that we share each other out. Yeah, buona mangia, buona mangia. I wish I was in Italy eating right now. I could go with some pina pasta from Italy. That would be really good. Good. Oh, okay. So even more group trips. There's group trips on group trips. So another one is including Australia cruise January 2025. Okay, what's the details on that one, Eric B? Where are we going on? Where are we going January 2025? We need to know where we're leaving from and on what cruise line and who to contact. Remember, that's going to be my theme. If I ever do this again, I'm going to remind myself, if we're going to talk about group cruises, we need to know the date of embarkation, when we leave, and then we need to know where we're going, and we need to know who to contact. So, yeah, make sure that you know. Yeah, these are some really cool trips that are going out there. So many, including all my favorite YouTube CC. What's a YouTube CC, Keisha? I don't know what that is. So, lots of hellos in the house. Lots of hellos. Yes, Mitchie Boo is still asleep. Well, thank you for being on the show today, Mitchie Boo. We appreciate it. Anytime that you can come on the show, it's good. Yeah, 8 a.m. on a Saturday, if you're here. Bless your heart. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We're happy to have you. I don't know what we're talking about. I think I missed a conversation. Eric's talking about conversation. Oh, he must be talking about the January 2025 one. I don't know who keeps track of all these group cruises. I think I need to work on a spreadsheet. I think I do, GGM Creates. I think I do. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like all these content creators, we all put out that there's like a group here, cruise there, group cruise there, here cruise, there cruise, everywhere cruise. But we don't know where everybody's group cruise is. I have a website. I should really do that. I think I need to put together a spreadsheet. I'll put it on my website. Look for that future update. Future updates coming. Group crew spreadsheet coming together. Okay. Oh. The CC meant content creator. Oh, okay. Now I get it. I didn't know what that meant. Okay, now I understand. um, in it or on it? I don't know. Something to do with it, hopefully. Something to do with it. That's all I hope. That's all I hope. Um, anyways, it's been a great time here on the show. I think we're going to wrap it up a little bit early today on the show. Oh, here we got information. The Down Unders Cruiser Celebrity Edge Australia, New Zealand, and South Asian 12 or 14 days. 12 or 14 days! Wow, how do you get that much time off for a cruise? I want to do that. That would be, yeah, it would be awesome to have a list of group cruises. I agree. I'm going to do it. I'm going to totally do this, Sherry. It might take me a while to figure this all out, but I'll do it. I'll put a list of group travel together because that's the way we go here. We're going to do that. We're going to make sure that we get together and try to put this together. The key word is try. Don't quote me on it because you never know what's going to go. But we'll get there eventually. We'll get there. We just got to get organized, right? Travel's all about organization, getting things together. As long as we can get them together, get them moving in the right direction, then we'll do that. Yeah, Google Sheets is awesome. We can totally do this. I agree. And if I get really good at it, what I can do is I can put it together so that it's always accessible via a LinkedIn web on the website. That's what I'm hoping. Hey, and we have Fearless Traveler coming in clutch at the last 15 minutes as we're about to get ready for the Saturday stroll here on the 29th on Saturday. Looking at some great shows coming in. I'm surprised we didn't see a video by you today, Fearless Rambler. Where were you? I was expecting to see some more Knott's Berry Farm coverage. But I'm sure you'll be back soon. Hopefully everything's going good out there in Utah. If I remember right, that's where you're at, or you have a cabin out there in Utah. But you said you weren't going to the cabin until I think you said June. So I guess it's a ways away until you actually get to the cabin, huh, Fearless Rambler? So I guess we have to wait for that. We got some hellos in the house. Let's see what else is going on here. I don't know about that. GGM says, I was eating sushi on the raid parade yesterday, and you didn't bring enough to share? Where was my piece? What kind of sushi was it? Inquiring minds want to know. GGM creates, if you're going to talk about sushi on this show, you need to share. It's just not fair. Hey, Deflection, good to have you on the show today. Thank you for coming in. We're happy to have you in the show today. We are talking about the Saturday stroll here on the PedrozaTravel. We're grateful to have you here in the show talking about all things travel. We've been talking about some very interesting group cruises coming in. Sounds like we got some great group cruises coming in October and then in January, and I'm very interested in that one that's going out of Tampa. So I gotta make a spreadsheet. Apparently, I get on these shows, I get my head over the water here because we have a great lineup going on today. We have a great lineup. We're going to start out after this. We're going to start out with Sherry, Awesome Sunset Travel, followed again by myself, and then J&N Travels, and then Travel Adventures with Eric B. It's going to be a great show today. You're not going to want to miss it here because there are so many great things to say. And as Eddie Lugo has done for you, he has already pinned the comment up at the top. So all you have to do after this show is over is go to the top pinned comment and you will see the next video, which is Sherry's video, and then follow along after each subsequent video with the pinned comment. But if by some reason you lose the pinned comment, you can always go into the master playlist, which is highlighted at the bottom of the screen here. It's really that easy. That's all you gotta do, is you just have to share out. I think I lost part of the conversation, but I see this part of the conversation. Apparently we're ordering some crab at the grocery store. Okay, so I guess we're making some sushi. If I want some sushi, I think GGM Creates is telling me I have to go to the grocery store and get it myself. That's what my wife tells me. She says, if you want something, just go to the store and get it yourself. But sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. That's the truth about it. I have to watch myself there. Lots more hellos in the house. Yep. Nope. I don't have it as good as you. I'm not as cool as you are, Eddie. If I want it, I gotta get up and get it myself. That's just the way it works here at my house. I gotta get it up. In fact, my family right now, I was out here traveling in Riverside, but my family is out in San Diego right now. So they're out traveling while I'm doing this show. They're not even with me today. It says pinned is Sherry's, but Eddie dropped the playlist. Then you don't have to worry about the links. Yeah, either way works. It's all the same. It's all the same. Yeah, yeah. Me too. Deflection to me too. I always hope that it's more hellos than goodbyes, because otherwise that means your subscriber count is going down, and we don't want that. So yeah, you always want to make sure that you have more hellos than goodbyes. ROFL, we like sushi too much to buy it. Sushi is pricey. It is pricey. But I'm from California, so we're used to sushi around here. I don't know. I even buy sushi in the grocery store here. You don't even have to make it here in California. All you have to do is go to the grocery store, and you can buy your sushi here in California. Yeah, the grocery store. Heck, you can go to the 7-Eleven here in California, and they'll have 7-Eleven sushi. But I don't suggest that you buy your sushi from the 7-Eleven store, because hello, it's 7-Eleven. It's not really well done. You might get a little bit of extra for your money if you go to the 7-Eleven sushi. Thank you. At least I make somebody laugh. If I can make anybody laugh, I can say I made Michelin Doll laugh, and that's what matters today. No, thank you. Hey, we have Cosmoody24 New. Thank you for coming in the house. We are happy to have you here on the PedrozaTravel show, Cosmoody24 New. I hope you get your accounts. I think this is the third account that I've had to subscribe to, Kazmoody24 New, but we're glad to have you on the show. Please subscribe to Kazmoody. She's new, and she needs more subscribers. We all need more subscribers, but that's how it goes. Really? $6 or $7 a roll? Wow, that's not cheap. For $6 or $7 a roll, I can get it at the store. I can get it at a restaurant. No, usually it's about $5 to $6 for a roll of sushi, but it's pretty good. I go to the Ralph's here. Ralph's is our local grocery store, and it's pretty good. Eddie Lugo says, nah, we'll pass. Okay, you heard it here, folks. I get Eddie Lugo. Dibs on Eddie Lugo's piece here. Eddie Lugo has officially passed up on his sushi and has given it to Pedroza Travels. It is in stone. I saw it written. My brother will jump to it. Okay. Ours is about $1 a roll? Where do you live that's $1 a roll? That is way cheap. Way cheap. $1 a roll? Yes. So, old McDonald's on a cruise vacation chips. Yes, I'm wearing my overalls today, folks. That's how I roll. I have no problems on going on a cruise ship with overalls. Yeah, we all want to know, how do you get sushi for $1? That's going to be the question for the day. Forget cruising, forget travel. We want to know, where do you get sushi for $1? And do you live to tell about it after you eat the $1 sushi? That's what I want to know. Yes, you can find $1 sushi, but can you live after you eat it? It's like when you're going on the Pirates of the Caribbean tour. Dead men tell no tales. Anyways, I think Terry dropped off. We don't know what happened to her. She probably got ready for her show. It's coming up only in about 9 minutes here. Thank you, 50, over 50, and fantabulous. Thank you for coming on the show. Welcome to the Saturday Stroll. We're so happy to have you here. Eddie, I don't eat the raw stuff either. My son likes sashimi, but my daughter and I want it cooked. I'm good with either. I liked the fried rolls. But I'll take the sashimi too. The only thing that I don't like about the sashimi is they make you eat the rice. If you're eating sashimi, the whole deal is you're supposed to taste the fish, not the rice. But they make you eat the rice so that you'll fill up. I think that's how it usually goes. Oh, okay. Well, 10 little rolls for 12. Okay. So you're saying each slice is $1. Okay, so it's $1 for one little roll slice of sushi, and then if you put it all together, it's $12. Yeah, $12 is about what I expect to pay for 8-piece roll here in California. Yeah, okay, Sherry, that makes a lot more sense to me. I thought you were saying like you were buying the whole roll for $1. And that would be pretty crazy if you could buy a whole roll for $1. But one slice, like one sliver of a roll, like of 8 pieces, that makes sense. And because then like the whole roll would be like $8, and that makes total more sense to me. Thank you so much for the clarification. Um, hey, I don't know. I thought you had a new revolutionary style of um, yeah, I was worried for her. I was worried like she was probably getting like her sushi from like the I was imagining Sherry Awesome Sunset Travels was getting her sushi from like the corner store and like from some back alley guy, and that she was gonna get like some kind of crazy stuff. Yes, a sushi, to me, a sushi roll is like a California roll. It's one roll cut into 8 pieces, and then sashimi is like one little ball of white rice with a piece of raw fish on top. That is the general. Um, okay, thank you for coming in, Kazmuni. It was nice to see you on the show. We are 5 minutes away now, so 5 minutes away from Sherry Awesome Sunsets, where she will not be eating $1 sushi rolls, but she will be taking us today to Disney, and so that's almost as good, folks. I don't know. Would you rather have sushi or would you rather go to Disney World? I don't know. That's my question for you today. Would you rather go to Disney World or have sushi? That's a tough one for me being from California, but I don't know. Answer below on that one. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming in. One piece, $3 in my area. A roll is $20. $20 for a roll in Texas? What kind of fish do they put in that? $20 for a roll of sushi. That is way too much for my taste. Okay, we got Disney. Not a fair choice. I don't know how much sushi is at Disney World. They actually have it's not at Epcot. There is a dining room that serves sushi. It's in the Japanese pavilion. I don't know the name. Probably one of the Florida people can let you know. Um, Golden sushi. It better be golden for $20. For $20, everything should be gold. You should be taking like a silver spoon home with you. Yeah, and yikes is correct. Well, it's been a great show today. Thank you so much for being on the show. You have been live with the Pedroza Travel Show, and this has been the Saturday Stroll. We're going to end it here so that we can all migrate over to the pinned comment. And once again, thank you for coming. It's been great, and we will see you later on this afternoon in about like 20 minutes when we come back to Desert Hot Springs. But first, go to Sherry Awesome Sunsets Travel, where we're getting ready for the Disney Festival Fantasy Parade. So again, thank you so much for coming, and we will see you on the next show.